This is my home now, a tough 200 series Landcruiser paired with the ultimate off-road Ozflex Caravan, giving me everything I need to live off the beaten path. Welcome to life on the road. Welcome to chasing the dreams.
Welcome back. If you're new to the channel, I'm Reese. Quick disclaimer, this is not the channel for tourist, scenic type stuff in New Zealand. This is more like outdoorsy, adventure, stay away from the people. Not hardcore, but like into the outdoor stuff. Kind of like a diabetic Timu Bear Grylls, maybe, who lives in a caravan. That kind of vibe. Not very good with the survival stuff. Hunting and fishing, pretty poor success rate lately. Anyway, in this episode, I'm heading over towards the west coast. I'm in Makarora, a small little place. Just above Lake Hauia, which has a few little fishing and hunting opportunities. I'm staying at the Makarora Country Cafe. Awesome little place, really enjoyed my time there. I'm here for a couple of days, try my fishing out. Spoiler, I didn't catch anything, but I did catch a couple of fish in Queenstown a few days earlier. I took some footage on my phone for a little bit of proof. Anyway, this episode, Makarora, brilliant spot. I cannot get used to these bugs. God damn it. Ugh. Bane of my existence at the moment. Look. 3. Ow! Everywhere! How good is this? I love how down here you can just drive onto a river and then drive for miles and check out so much country. Like, all of that's public land. I can sit here and scope it out from the river, and I'm just about to have a fish. Can have a fish while looking up at the mountains of public land. It's crazy. That side's public land too, up above the farmed area. Can't really get up there without asking for access through the station. Or you can back along the road, but that's miles and miles along. But what a place, it's just so good. Just north of Lake Hauia on the way through to Haast, so just above Lake Wanaka. This river feeds into Lake Wanaka. What an epic spot. I'm staying at the campground and cafe there, and met the owner, Matt. Really nice. He's only owned it for a few months, but so incredibly helpful. He's like, I'm good mates with the station owner, I'm catching up with him tonight, I'll see if he'll let you over on his place for a hunt, shoot some deer. He might even take you up the river on his jet boat. Just incredibly helpful and kind. So cool. Anyway, I'm gonna have a quick fish, see if I can catch a fish on the fly in this river. Fingers crossed. Just kidding. Just kidding. No fish. I'm going back to camp to cook a burger. It won't be a bloody fish burger. Never mind. I'm just heading out for a hunt. I've been granted access on the station around here, which is really cool. Really nice of the station manager to let me go on and go shoot a deer if I can find one. Fingers crossed. I didn't end up hunting up the farmland. I wasn't very confident across the river downstream of the confluence from this valley. Just couldn't find a spot that I was happy with, or I just haven't really done enough of that stuff, or haven't done any of it, so probably need to spend a bit of time with some South Islanders, crossing some rivers and getting to know it a bit better. So I drove across the main river upstream of the confluence, which makes me think I probably should have just crossed it downstream, because it probably wasn't much worse, but never mind. So I haven't hunted the area down there where the farmer said to. I'm just coming up the main valley, which is actually all public land over this side, so yeah, I'm just going to push up. I've worn my waders and fishing boots to get over the river to get here. I drove over two parts of it, and then I wouldn't have got up the bank on this side, so I parked the cruiser on the river and walked part way up the valley. My waders and boots, I'll stash them here in a safe place and head further up the valley and see if I can find a deer. If I could wish death upon those bloody paradise ducks, I would. What a pain in the ass. Just walking up the valley following me, making a fucking racket. I don't know what's worse, the paradise ducks or the Canadian geese. Relentless. I'm right up in the bush now. I have been for the last half an hour, and they just will not stop. You have to be pretty bloody lucky to get onto a deer on the flats down here, I'd say, with them around. Tell you what though, if there's any of those Canadian geese hanging around down on the valley floor when I get back to camp, one might be in trouble. I've been real keen to try one for a long time. Fucking birds are just constant. There's no way I'm going to stalk anything on these grassy flats, that's for sure. Crazy. It's
been the odd animal around here. There's a couple of tracks overall, but there's definitely something here. Just approaching the main massive big flat, grassy flats up here, and just bumped into 6 or 8 cows and calves, and they've just all bolted up that way, so that's fucked that. So that's ruined any chances up here. I might just sit up here and have a look over the clearings anyway, and then probably just head back down the valley to the truck, I think. It's not quite working out up here. Oh man, I felt really bad when they went for the river. Especially watching those calves swim. I'm surprised how good those calves are at swimming. I didn't realise they're so good at such a young age. They've done well. I was a bit worried about that last one though. It took ages to get across. It was it got swept down a bit. Anyway, they're all good. But the valley's screwed. I don't think there's too much bloody point trying to have a hunt up here, unless I'm going to go for a bush hunt. I doubt the bush is all that inviting. Yeah, I'm going to carry on, get to the main part of the flats and have a look. I see there's more cattle on there, so no doubt they'll spook, and if there is a deer floating around, it'll be gone. I'm not cold at all. It's warm and muggy. I'm just trying to keep these bloody sandflies off me. They are ruthless as soon as you stop. I don't know how people down here live with them. They drive me mental. Is everyone just covered up, or do you use lots of bug spray? Or do you just eventually harden up and not get bothered by them? Because I'm just covered in itchy bites and I keep scratching them and bleeding. Oh, they're doing my head in. But on the bright side, what a lovely spot. Seriously, this thing comes with me everywhere. Do a pod coffee today. So I just take the other basket, the pod one, put the pod in, take out the coffee grinds basket, pop that in there, screw it in tight, water that I got from the river earlier. Thing. So I normally just sit it inside the lid and just pop it down until the fourth lights up and it starts to extract
and then I just pull it out of the lid so that it's not sealed up.
Jeez, I'm getting eaten alive.
So good. Almost good enough to make me forget about the sandflies. Don't forget, if you're a coffee addict and an outdoor enthusiast like myself, you can get yourself an Alton Nano with my discount. Use the code SSREESE10 or the link that I put below. So I've had my quick coffee, but it looks like the weather is coming in a bit early. It's feeling a bit miserable and looks a bit rainy up in the valley, so I am going to get back down the valley quickly, I think, before it pisses down. I'm on my way to Haast. I've left behind Makarora. Lovely, lovely people there, Matt and Nicole. So incredibly helpful. And even the neighbours. So good, met some amazing people. I kind of wish I was staying another couple of nights. I was going to stay one more, but there's some really bad weather coming in. And I think I'd rather get to Haast and be trapped there with the weather for a couple of days than be trapped here with the weather and then potentially have slips on the Haast pass and not get over there. So I've decided to head to Haast this afternoon and go check that out, which means I won't get to do any hunting in this valley like I had planned, but I wasn't really going to anyway with this weather coming in, because by the time the weather clears I'll be getting out of here to get to the west coast. So a bit of a bummer, but I look forward to coming back and seeing them at the campground. So yeah, Makarora Cafe and Camp. Go see Matt and Nicole there. Bloody awesome people, go support them. I'm just dumping all my fresh water because I had about 150 litres on board. Bugs! And I'm going to a campground, so I don't need water, so there's no point carrying 150 kgs of water all the way to Haast. But yes, I'm not dumping my grey water, just dumping my fresh water to lighten the load.
Stay tuned for the next episode, where I head through the west coast over a few really wet days and get some unexpected detours due to some horrible weather and some closed roads. Cheers for watching.